Hi there, Coach Sage Canaday of SageRunning.com here with a training talk on how to crack a 22-minute 5K. For a lot of you, maybe you've been running some 5Ks, you're in the mid 20-minute or high 25-minute range, 24-minute range. You want to get down to that next level. You want to be able to run 7-minute per mile pace, or about 4:24 per kilometer pace for 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles. Well, this is a training talk on some workouts of how to balance and how to do that. So the first key to improving in distance running in events 5K and up is usually to increase your weekly mileage, increase your weekly volume and consistency of running. So if you're only running 3 times a week, it's going to be a lot harder for you to improve your time compared to if you're running 4 or 5 times a week. Now, it doesn't mean you have to run hard every day. You don't have to do certain types of workouts or go to the track every day for lung busting intervals, but you just have to go out and try to run at least 5 kilometers, maybe even up to 10 kilometers on single runs and at an easy pace. A conversational pace is what we call it, because you could talk while you're doing it. You're not totally huffing and puffing out of breath. Maybe you have to jog, maybe you have to take some rest breaks to build up to that slowly, but the key is to be more consistent with your running. Try to run more times per week and to run distances of at least over 5K in training. We have a beginner video that I'll link to, beginner running tips video that I'll link to at the end of this video, as well as a link to all our training talk playlists with some great tips on there. We also, for true beginners, we also have a Couch to 5K program. Maybe if you haven't run that far yet, or you're still building your mileage up, that I'll link to at the end of this video as well on our coaching website, sagerunning.com. It's totally free. You can download it from the website, Couch to 5K, how to build up from scratch basically. And I also have that beginner running video that I'll link to at the end of this channel, or at the end of this video on this channel. But the first tip is consistency with easy mileage. And maybe you're running 20 miles per week. Maybe you need to, increase that up to 30 miles per week, or about 50 kilometers per week. That's going to give you a lot better chances. And the key of that is to stay healthy and run with good form. And luckily, we also have great running form videos on this channel. So check out that on the playlist link as well. The second key is to be adding in structured quality workouts. These are workouts that are more intense or a little bit harder than just an easy day pace. So you're actually breathing pretty hard. Instead of being able to carry on a conversation with your running partner, you might only be able to say 3 or 4 words at a time. So kind of staggered sentences. And this is what we would call a tempo run type of workout. And the key for 5K racing, we would prescribe a 20-minute type of tempo run workout that you could do once a week or once every other week. And you want to start off by doing maybe a mile or 2 kilometer warm-up jog to get limbered up, and then do some strides. If you don't know what strides are, check out our video on strides, 4x100 meter, kind of fast semi-sprints just to warm up, and then launch into this 20-minute tempo run. And the tempo run needs to be about 80 to 85% effort. And if you're trying to crack a 22-minute 5K, if you're trying to run 7-minute mile pace for a 5K race all out, or 4:24 per kilometer, the tempo run pace needs to be adjusted accordingly. So it's going to be a slower pace than that. So for our theoretical 22-minute 5K runner, or sub 22-minute 5K runner, their tempo run pace for 20 minutes is going to be 7:25 per mile, or about 4:30, I believe it's 4:35 per kilometer. So it's a more relaxed effort, but it's still a steady effort. It's about 80 to 85% effort for 20 minutes. And you're probably, that pace is going to be a comfortably hard effort, but it's not going to be all out. It's not a race. You want to be consistent and try to do it evenly, so that when you do get in shape for your sub 22-minute effort, you could race flat out at a 25 seconds per mile faster, or about 16 to 20 seconds per kilometer faster at a 100% effort. The other key workout to improve 5K fitness would be a traditional track interval workout, and something you could also do maybe once a week or once every 10 days or so. And that's going to the track and doing something by 6 times 1,000 meter repeats, 6 times 1 kilometer. That's 2.5 laps around a standard outdoor 400 meter track. You could start at the 200 mark and then do 2.5 laps, finish at the finish line then. and you want to run those at a pace of about 420 to 415 per kilometer, and maybe take a 3-minute rest in between each repeat, each kilometer repeat. So you're running a K, 1 kilometer in 420, 415, then you take a 3-minute rest, maybe you're walking around, jogging around, then you do it again, and you do it 6 times. So 6 by 1,000, you're doing 6K worth of work at faster than your goal race pace. And because it's an interval session, you could break that down. You get a speed under your legs, and you train your heart and lungs to be able to handle that stress at faster than 5K pace for more than a 5K distance. And that's the key with interval workouts, is being able to do that kind of workload at a higher pace, higher intensity, but taking those rest breaks and giving your legs, getting that muscle memory used to running really fast, and getting the heart and lungs trained to be able to deliver oxygen to your muscles more efficiently. And that's going to be a real key bread and butter workout to improve your 5K fitness. So the final key workout to any well-rounded distance running program to improve at 5K is to be doing a traditional speedier type of workout involving shorter repeats at an even higher intensity. This would be something like 8 by 400 meters, 1 lap around a standard outdoor track, 8 by 400 at about 136 to 139 per effort. And maybe you're doing 2 miles worth of work at a really high intensity, a really fast pace. And that's also getting the legs used to running more efficiently, improving your running economy, so to speak, as well as getting a high intensity and getting that heart rate spike up so that 5K pace feels more comfortable. And this will really build your speed. This is the key ingredient that goes together with the 20-minute tempo run and the 1,000-meter repeats to give you a well-rounded training program. Now, there's a lot of information out there on the internet these days with these, get fit quick types of schemes, or you only have to do one certain workout, or they say you only have to do a couple exercises and you're magically going to shave all these minutes off your 5K or 10K time. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that's simply not true. If you want to reach your potential in running the 5K or the 10K for that matter, or any distance running event, you have to have this well-rounded training program with a variety of workouts at different speeds, as well as building your easy base aerobic mileage up, because that's really going to give you the big gains long term. And again, it's with the 5-pace theory. This is a sagerunning.com coaching thing that we always preach. If I'm flicking you off, if my middle finger is your 5K pace here, you have basically a notch where you go faster, but also 2 notches where you go slower. So that's kind of the easy run, the tempo run, then you got your race pace, then you got your traditional VO2 max intervals, we'll call them, the track interval kilometer repeats, then you got your 400-meter repeats, and then maybe you have things like strides and hill sprints and things like that. But the key is to have the variety and pace, have the variety and mixture of those workouts, and that's really going to give you the big long-term gains. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more running videos. We've got new training tips coming out, running form videos, exercises you could do to become a more strong, efficient runner, reduce your risk of injury, hopefully get more enjoyment out of the sport, and really improve. Again, check out our website, sagerunning.com. We got training plans. We got that free Couch to 5K plan you can check out. There's more announcements coming up from there as well. And definitely subscribe to this channel, like this video if you like it, share it on social media. Again, I'll link to the playlist with our training talks there, as well as our tips for beginner runners, and link to our running coaching website, sagerunning.com. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more VO2 Max Productions.